Hola compadres, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a couple of weeks. I swear to God today, 2 hours ago, barely a cloud in the sky, bright, sunny, 70 degrees. On my way out to the lake, all of a sudden we've got rainstorms, the wind's picked up, sun's gone away, so that's good. So we're gonna try to angle the car, block some wind, get a tarp up over us, see if we can't set up shop for the day, and enjoy ourselves anyway, huh? Stay tuned. All right, got ourselves set up. Not as good as it's gonna get. Look at that. Just a few feet overhang, just enough to hang out. We'll put the fire down here somewhere in this area. Golly. A little bit of a challenge. We got her up. Let's get a line in and actually start the fishing adventure. Alright, I had to buy some. I'm at the a campground at this particular lake, and it has this old boat access down here that'll look at these nosy people looking at what I'm doing. Yeah, I saw you looking at me. I see you seeing me. Keep it moving. So yeah, all the bundles of wood are $6 and come with 4 to 5 giant pieces of wood like this. Actually, the other ones I have are a little bit bigger by a few inches, so it's actually not too bad a deal, but they are giant pieces of wood. I've busted down 3 of them. About ready to get the old UCO flat pack going. But before I do, I wanted to do something. Specifically, big shout out to big bro Jesse. My guy's been one of my best friends longer than any of my other best friends, save for my sister. I just was up in where he lives up in Iowa City, and I dropped off a little camping care package for him and the fam to have a little fun with. So, and amongst it were one of these. This here actually are my very own homemade fire starter kits. I actually have a bunch of these that I've made up over the years and used off and on. Right now, my favorite thing is to use is fat wood dust that I prepare at home, and I bring that out to most places. Otherwise, I'll have this in most of my other packs. So, that being said, I'm sure, he's a smart man. He can figure it out, but just in case, I thought I'd actually show him what's all in here and how to use it. So, and we'll probably use a little bit of this to get our fire going today. So Jesse, this is for you, big dog. Let's take a quick look, see what's inside. Now, these little custom tin cans are repurposed hardware. I have a friend of mine who buys things that these come in often, and when he's done with them, he gives them to me. I sand off the top here, and they have these nifty little latches. And just squeezing it, boom, your fire kit opens up. Now, this is the basic build that I have in all of my fire kits. I've got the ferro rod and a scraper, several different sticks of fat wood. This here is waxed. Oh, these here are waxed jute rope, and these are, I forget the type of plastic, but the package says non-toxic. But these plastic matchsticks, they got a matchstick head on them, and I include a little striker here for those. And these things individually will burn about 3 to 5 minutes, more than enough to get a fire started in most cases. So yeah, this is my basic fire kit. This is actually really similar to one I bought for the very first time when I started venturing outdoors. I think it was a little bit bigger. And it did come with one of these scrapers, which generally are pretty terrible. I probably have 5 or 6 of these that I bought over the years, and only a couple of them were good to use out the gate. But simply, if you don't have a rock, if you don't have a file, like a metal file at home, a hard rock or a hard abrasive surface, sandpaper even, would be enough eventually to score this edge. You're trying to make it like a flat edge so that it actually scrapes. So And if you don't have a scraper, just using a knife. This is my new full tang Ozark Trails knife. Big shout out to Walmart. They're $8 knives. But this has a very sharp 90-degree spine on it. You'll get the same exact scraping quality out of it. Just about anything with this sharp spine will be enough to strike the ferro rod. And the fat wood is wood taken from pine trees. I think we talked about this before. It's just chock full of the resin that falls down and concentrates in particular parts of the tree. These sticks can be split into small splinters and they'll light pretty easy. But the best way to do it is to scrape them down, get some nice shavings, and then take the ferro rod to that. Get some nice shavings. We hit the ferro rod with that. It's going to spark right up, basically 1 or 2 strikes, and that's when you can add on additional fat wood sticks, other tinder and stuff you might have when you're building a fire. And these fat wood sticks burn super hot. Really good if you're dealing with a wet wood scenario. And with the wax jute rope, simple as that, jute rope covered in wax. You fray out the ends like this. You could do a little bit better. Use your knife to scrape it out. Fluff it out as much as you can, and this is going to light dang near just as easy as the fat wood scraping. So same concept. Dry fibers, fuel source embedded. Nice little spark to it. Goes right up. So that is our fire starting. Ooh, it's still running pretty good. Let me back up. So that is our fire starting kit in a nutshell. Got some fat wood pieces for shavings and thin pieces. We have the ferro rod and the scraper for putting a spark to that, or the wax jute rope. And then we have the emergency matches that are almost guaranteed to light every single time and will burn hot and heavy for a few minutes with the built-in striker. All in a nice little package. Looks like that rain's kicked back in. Still don't have a fish. It's alright. We're doing what it does. There's the marina across the way. That's why no one brings boats over here, I believe. This is more of a backup boat ramp when the lakes fill. This is a reservoir, so stay tuned. Park rangers for the win again. That was the park ranger actually over here. He saw that I was down here with my fire doing a little bit of fishing, and he actually came over and told me that typically they don't allow people to have fires outside of the designated areas, i.e. the fire rings, but that I was okay over here since I was on concrete. So he said it was fine since I'm on the pavement, make sure I don't leave a mess when I leave, and then he gave me a handy dandy fishing towel. Oh, look at that. What's this guy say? Let's see, what's it say? Life jackets worn, nobody mourns. Pleasewearit.com. Comes with a little carabiner, some handy dandy tools, like a couple of knives and a screwdriver. All the screwdriving I do out here on the lake, so that's cool. Shout out to the parks, to the park rangers, always looking out for our best interests. lunch, ladies and gents. Bacon wrapped pork tenderloins. Sun popped out. Let's hope it stays out. Stop raining too, huh? Alright, lunch was a success. So I was joined out here by a few more people. The sun is finally all the way back out. Warmed up a few degrees. We're on our third cast. No fish. Having a good time. Stay tuned. Alright folks, I appreciate you tuning in for this short little adventure. Jess, once again, this one was for you. Get out there with them boys and show them how to start a fire. Deuces.